Norway at the World Cup for the first time in 28 years, and the man they came to see? Erling Haaland. 2 goals, a historic record smashed. But this match nearly tore the hearts right out of the Norwegian nation because Senegal refused to die. 3-2. Drama deep in added time. So how did Norway hold on? And is Haaland about to run away with the golden boot? Welcome to SoccerVault, your go-to channel for World Cup 2026 breakdowns, hot takes, and the stories that really matter. I am breaking down every angle of Norway versus Senegal at MetLife Stadium. Stay with me, this one was absolutely wild. To understand why this match mattered so much, you need to know what Group 1 looked like coming in. This was arguably one of the most fascinating groups in the entire tournament. France, European giants, World Cup royalty, Mbappé, and everything that comes with him are in this group. Senegal, African champions, carrying the hopes of an entire continent, had beaten some of the world's best to reach this stage. Iraq were given zero chance by the pundits. And then there is Norway, back at the World Cup for the first time since 1998. 28 years in the wilderness. A full generation of Norwegian fans who had never once seen their country play on this stage. Norway arrived at MetLife Stadium off an explosive 4-1 demolition of Iraq on matchday 1, Erling Haaland scoring twice to announce his World Cup arrival in the most brutal fashion possible. Senegal, meanwhile, had been beaten 3-1 by France in their opener, but showed they were genuinely dangerous. Ismaila Sarr was electric throughout. Sadio Mane was pulling strings brilliantly from deep. So coming into this game, the stakes were absolutely enormous. Norway needed 3 points to seal their place in the round of 32. Senegal needed 3 points, or their tournament was finished. High stakes. 80,000 fans packed inside MetLife Stadium. 28 years of Norwegian football history riding on 90 minutes of football. Now let me break down what actually happened on the pitch, because there were 3 completely different matches inside these 90 minutes. I am going to take you through all of them. First half, Norway total and utter domination. Head coach Ståle Solbakken set his side up in a compact, high-pressing 4-2-3-1, cutting off Senegal's build-up options from the very first whistle, and it worked to perfection. Senegal's central defenders, Koulibaly and Mendy, made a catastrophic error in possession deep inside their own half, and Marcus Peterson was right there to punish them without mercy. 43 minutes. Peterson slots it home in ice-cold fashion. Norway 1, Senegal 0. The MetLife crowd absolutely erupted. The Vikings were in total control. Then, barely 5 minutes into the second half, Erling Haaland arrived. The 48th minute. A perfectly weighted through ball sliced clean through the Senegal defense. Haaland ran onto it, 1 touch to control, 2nd touch to finish. Goal. Norway 2, Senegal 0. And in that single moment, right there at MetLife Stadium, Erling Haaland became Norway's all-time leading scorer at a FIFA World Cup. History made. He now has 4 World Cup goals in just 2 appearances at this tournament. The man is a scoring machine. He simply cannot stop finding the net. 12 consecutive competitive international appearances with a goal. 12. But here is exactly where this game completely flipped. Second half, Senegal woke up. 53 minutes. Sadio Mane picks the ball up on the edge of the box, flicks a brilliant 1-touch pass perfectly into the run of Ismaila Sarr, and Sarr absolutely buries it. Norway 2, Senegal 1. Suddenly, the whole atmosphere inside MetLife changed. The Norwegian fans went quiet. Senegal found a genuine second wind, pressing higher, playing faster, creating chances. For the next 20 minutes, you genuinely would have thought Senegal were the team chasing the result. The Lions of Teranga were magnificent, and they had every right to believe they could get back into this. And then, just when Senegal had all the momentum and all the belief, Haaland struck again, his 2nd goal of the night. A stunning finish from inside the box that reminded every single person in that stadium exactly who we are dealing with. Norway 3, Senegal 1. You would think at that point the game is done and dusted. 3-1 with 15 minutes to play. Pack it up, job done. Right? Wrong. Because deep into added time, with the clock showing 93 minutes, Nicholas Jackson threaded the most perfectly weighted pass through the heart of the Norwegian backline, and Ismaila Sarr collected it, took one touch to compose himself, and rolled it into the bottom corner. Norway 3, Senegal 2. 2 minutes left. The Norwegian bench was in absolute chaos. Goalkeeper Andre Hansen was screaming at his defenders to hold the line. Every Norwegian heart in that stadium and across the country was in their mouth, but Norway held. Just. And that final whistle, when it came, was relief every bit as much as it was joy. Now let us zoom out, because Haaland's performance here has massive implications for the Golden Boot race, and I think this is the story everyone needs to be talking about. He now has 4 World Cup goals across just 2 appearances at this tournament. In the Golden Boot standings, he is sitting in second place, tied with Kylian Mbappé, and just 1 single goal behind Lionel Messi. Let me say that one more time. Haaland is chasing Messi and Mbappé for the Golden Boot at a World Cup. He is 25 years old. He is playing in Norway's first World Cup in 28 years, and he is in just his second ever FIFA World Cup tournament. The numbers are staggering. 12 consecutive competitive internationals with a goal for his country. If Norway go deep into this competition, the Golden Boot conversation is going to become absolutely electric. Here is my hot take, and I know this will divide the SoccerVault community right down the middle. Norway should never have been in that kind of late panic. 3-1 with 15 minutes remaining. That result should be managed, controlled, put to bed comfortably. Instead, sloppy, passive defending in the final 10 minutes gifted Senegal a lifeline, and Ismaila Sarr made them pay with a second goal. Andre Hansen was exposed twice in those dying stages. That is not good enough at this level. Yes, I know people will say, 3-2, they qualified, stop overthinking it. But I disagree. Completely. The word is reckless. Because here is the thing, Norway's next match is against France, and if they defend like that against Kylian Mbappé, against Bradley Barcola, against Ousmane Dembélé, it will not end 3-2. It will not be close. Solbakken absolutely has work to do before Friday. Fix that defensive shape, or this extraordinary World Cup adventure could come to a very sudden stop. So here is where Group 1 stands right now. It is confirmed, both Norway and France advance to the round of 32. Senegal and Iraq are eliminated. Their World Cup is over. But for Norway, the hard work is just beginning. The final Group 1 match, Norway versus France, takes place on Friday the 26th of June at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Kickoff is 3 p.m. Eastern Time. That is 7 p.m. UTC, or 3 a.m. on Saturday morning Singapore time, so set those alarms early. And this is absolutely not a dead rubber. Norway win, they top the group and earn the easier side of the knockout bracket. France win, they stay top, and Norway potentially face a much tougher path in the round of 32. Watch Haaland versus the French backline. Watch whether Mbappé is at full fitness after his injury concern. Watch whether Solbakken tightens up that late defensive sloppiness. This could be the defining match of the entire group stage, and SoccerVault will be here for every moment of it. Norway are back, and Erling Haaland is absolutely on fire. If you love World Cup breakdowns like this, smash that like button right now and subscribe to SoccerVault. We are dropping 3 videos every single day of this tournament, and we are not slowing down. Drop your take in the comments below. Can Norway beat France on Friday? Can Haaland win the Golden Boot? I want to hear your bold predictions. See you in the very next video. Let us go.